am not the type of nigga to clutch my pearls like, oh my God, they're setting us back as a people. This is a poor example of black people. I am not somebody to get into that kind of respectability politics, nor do I think that there should only be one kind of black representation, nor do I think that black people, any black person, any individual black person, any group or type of black person should bear the responsibility of being a positive representation for all of us in XYZ, right? I've always been somebody who have a problem when people start doing all of that clutching their pearls about love and hip hop and we shouldn't have this and the next thing or whatever, right? Like even when people's like, oh my God, Sexy Red is a degenerate setting niggas back. I'm like, no. But the closest I get to clutching my motherfucking pearls is Zeus Network. I shit you not, Zeus Network will make a Bible thumping old conservative nigga out of me, cause that shit is an abomination. Like, and I need y'all to understand, like, as a gal who deeply into reality TV, I love foolishness. I love debauchery and degeneracy on TV, but Zeus Network is so fucking beyond the pale. Like, Zeus Network should be investigated. Zeus, quite literally, shit you not, no exaggeration, not even a little bit of hyperbole. Zeus looks like a fucking spoof of niggas, like something the Boondocks would do for jokes. It's actually insane, nigga. Like every time I have ever found myself consuming anything that is on Zeus Network, I'm like, I cannot fucking believe. Like I feel like, you know when Spike Lee was like, it's just coonery and buffoonery. That's how I feel, nigga. Like it's egregious. Look at this shit. But I knew I wasn't fucking with Zeus like from 2020. My best friend has a Zeus subscription. So one day I was at our house and we was watching stuff and we decided to watch Chance had a show on there. Chance from Real Chance of Love and I Love New York. And I love Chance from I Love New York and Real Chance of Love. So when I see he had a show, I was that excited for that, you know? I said, let me check this out. I was so blown away by not even like so many things. The horrible production value, it being a cheap garbage piece of shit. That's the first thing we need to acknowledge about everything that's on fucking Zeus. Jesus, like it's just so fucking bottom of the barrel, my nigga. I was so blown away by the sheer volume of transphobia. Like it was such an aggressive transphobia. And what I didn't know then, but I've come to realize since, is this is a staple of Zeus. They create these fucking fake ass dating shows that don't even try to give you any sense that this is a real dating show, that anything about this. They just hiring the most ridiculous people, internet viral people. Anything is just fights and drama. The majority of what they covering is not even between the person who they supposed to be competing to date. That person and them, you don't see that person barely interact with them. It's just these niggas on the show fighting in degeneracy and XYZ. But in the course of this intentionally explosive, violent, fucking bottom tier mess of an environment they created on the shows, they always putting a trans person on the show, putting a trans woman on the show for the purpose of making a mockery of them. Like not only like making a fucking mockery of them, treating them like they a fucking animal just being discovered, like making the trans person themselves perform cartoonishly and change their voice from a woman's voice to a male voice, like all this stuff that's just meant to like play on fucking the most.
Aaron, you keep calling me a man.
You had to bring the man out.
Oh, but before I even get there, so in 2020, when my best friend had a subscription and we going to go watch the trans show, they had a trans girl there that trans and everybody making a mockery of, and it's like, you know, they putting trans people on a show, like they putting one trans person there just to have this experience. The person whose love they competing for has no interest in trans people, is talking about them like a freak show they want no parts of, and all of this. They making a joke of them, but yet they continuing to keep them on the show because they just there for the foolishness, for this narrative, like this transphobic agenda, right? And so in the chat show, I remember when I said, oh, this was a network I wouldn't be fucking with. Not even just in terms of how they was treating the trans person that was there that was trans. Tiffany New York Pollard, the head bitch in charge, comes on an episode, and you know me, as a gal who I watched I Love New York, I dead into the lore of trans in New York, so of course I dead excited to see a trans in New York reunion. New York comes on the show and picks a cis woman. A cis woman, New York starts berating this woman, like accusing her of being trans. Like, oh, you got an Adam's apple on your voice. Let me see pictures of you as a baby. I don't believe it. Let me see your pussy, this and the next thing. Carrying on like a whole transphobic diatribe of accusing this woman of being a man. A cis woman. And I remember I remember seeing this and being like fucking flabbergasted, like blown away on so many different levels. Like, not only is this an egregious, insane amount of transphobia I'm seeing in 2020, but I'm seeing it from New York. Somebody who is usually playing into a caricature that she know the gays love. Like, that's your fucking fan base. I'm seeing New York do this. And I remember going on Twitter and typing in like New York, Tiffany, the show, seeing if there's any commentary about that. And when I realized that nobody, not one, like the world of niggas that watch this kind of show, that watch Zeus shows, those people saw this and had no problem with it. This kind of transphobia is able to happen. New York could do this so insulated. She could do this without fear of backlash because she is aware that the audience here not only would never reprimand her or try to cancel her for this, like that's what they here for, that's a part of it. And instantly I knew that if that's the environment here, this is no fucking place for me. And so it don't matter what the fuck they have come out with. Parties, Jocelyn's cabaret, this thing, the next thing I say, I ain't into that. You ain't gonna catch me watching no Zeus. But recently, how we end up here today is TJ has a friend who is now on Scotty with the Baby on Zeus. Our friend Sarafina, she's one of Scotty with the Body friends who on Scotty with the Baby. And so she had come to our house like after she filmed that and told us all about it and stuff and the XYZ. And so we know all kind of tea and all kind of backstory and XYZ. And that's our friend, so we want support. So when we see, okay, she on this show, I say, all right, I have to fucking bite the bullet. I gotta get him some money. I gotta get a Zeus subscription so I can watch this, so I can support our friend. And of course that I watched the first 2 episodes that I showed us out, right? With Scotty with the Body. But I was like, if I gotta watch this foolishness, let me see if I can get anything out of this. Let me see if I can make a Olay and chill video or something about it, right? But I was bored. I scroll and scroll. I'm like, what is even on this network? Like, what is on Zeus? And I find this Erica Mena show. Erica Mena, 2 Ways with Erica Mena. It's a low budget Zeus network knockoff of fucking Tila Tequila Shot with Love back in the day. Real niggas remember. Let me just say this before I even get started. It is so crazy to me to watch like a show full of degeneracy, of people conducting themselves in a way in which they would be looked down, frowned upon by most folk. And yet those people in that room are like tossing bigotry and phobia and respectability politics at one another as though any of them qualify. Like, it's insane. This ain't even like back in the day where you wonder a little bit whether or not they really here for this person or whatever. Like, they ain't no kind of that. This is literally just Zeus trying to come up with the most fucking ghetto hot mess fucking fight. That's all it is. Like, I'm telling you, the first episode, for the first 30 minutes, it's literally just them fighting. The chaos fighting and shit. Security not even jumping in on the damn bus on the way to the place. So what I was saying about the fucking bigotry, just wheeling at each other, and the batch of men that are there supposedly competing for Erica Love, one of the men is obviously a gay man. He is a flamboyantly, obviously gay man. For whatever reason, he's up there saying he ain't gay, he's eaten pussy before. He sees the trans woman in the group and immediately like locks in on her with like a hatred. And he was like, he said something to her. Like, I can't remember what he specifically said to her. Like, he screams it over the bus. So like everybody in the bus is locked in on this conversation. Here's all of this. Like, everybody is in this conversation. He asked her something like designed to make her say she's trans, right? She goes, yeah, I'm a doll. And the girls go, what's a doll? And she goes, I'm trans. And they were like, oh, you're trans, period. We ain't clock you, da da da. And the gay man, being malicious and wicked on his fucking confessional, is like, I knew she was fucking trans with her big old feet and her big old hands. I just wanted to make her say it. Like, she wasn't like, what the fuck is this? You're a gay man feeling violent transphobia and also trying to like put a trans woman on blast in this room. Like it's insane. From there, but the point is, she announces to the entire bus that she is trans. She's all like, she literally says, I'm a doll. They go, what is that? She goes, I'm trans. I am trans. Like, announced to the entire bus has that. Now, when you look, Aaron the plumber, which is, if you watch Pop the Balloon, ever seen viral clips, he is one of the niggas very viral from being absolutely undesirable and unwantable and a piece of shit on Pop the Balloon. All the bitches pop on him, and it was bringing him back several times for a rating, but he is a big fucking muscular, ugly, violent misogynist. Yeah, right? So this nigga, he on the bus and he is like, when I tell you, bus full of men, he's sitting with all the men and then the women all by themselves, whatever. And this nigga, for no reason, like everybody cool, people introducing themselves. And all of a sudden this man is just attacking the women, like cussing at the women. Oh, you ain't shit. You was a whole da-da-da. Your pussy's just talking crazy to the women, violently aggressive with the women. Like imagine this. If you don't know, he don't know these women. So let's say like, oh, you doing this competitive spirit. All kind of men sitting around him that competing for the same woman. He don't have nothing to say to them. They boys, them boys. The women, he fucking, he's screaming, fucking cursing, carrying on the women, right? So as he doing this, he going back and forth with the women, Eventually, he gets the trans woman next to him. He doesn't know she trans. It has been acknowledged. He there. He's acknowledged it. They all heard it. He get the trans woman to the side and he start like, oh, he in her face. Obviously, he's attracted to this trans woman. But how he in her face doing? He's like, yeah, kiss me. Oh, yeah, put this man to my tongue. Like, they having like a sexually turned on argument. Like, they was cussing at each other or whatever. But he obviously attracted to this woman and he all in her face. Like, oh, give me a kiss, put the mint, this, and the next thing. So then later on, when he catch stock, like, oh, everybody talking about, oh, go to trans, well, he start to feel like insecure. Like, he start to panic that like, oh, shit, he just catch himself. So because he ashamed now and he starts to literally try to reinvent a narrative. Like, oh, I don't got a problem with trans people. I'm not transphobic or whatever. But now all of a sudden, he been calling her she. He knew she was trans. Her name is Bria. He was saying that all of a sudden he was like, oh, if he'd have told me he was a guy on the bus, I'd have knocked his ass out. I'd have beat his ass. Da 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 da. Oh, I'm not transphobic. He misgendering the woman. And if I had known he was trans, I would have beat him up. But I am not transphobic. He knew she was trans. He was attracted to her. He showed her that attraction. And then he panicked when he thought about it later. Like, oh, shit. Oh, this is going to look like, oh, that trans woman, oh, I gay. Oh, blah, 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 my masculinity. So now he panicked. So now he putting out this narrative. And the next thing you look, the trans woman, Bria, and this other woman is sitting down talking to another guy. And I was trying to explain to them, like, hey, it's a problem that he's so aggressive with women, he violently da. So like he comes in the room right when he like had him talking about her. So the trans woman says like, oh, like, hey queen, whatever, being playful. Like, I remind you, he was doing this, oh, cussing and they da while flirting with her, having this banter. But now he paranoid that, oh, these niggas to take something about his masculinity because of mine there. So when the trans woman leans into the same kind of aggressive banter, flirty, weird, erotic anger shit they was doing earlier, and she goes, hey queen, this big fucking muscular skeety fucking nigga got up and started beating the fuck out this trans woman on camera. Security ain't fucking come. Like, you ain't see security letting them beat. Like, he gash open her face. He beating this fucking trans woman ass and nothing happened. When I tell you nothing happened, I don't mean just nothing happened. Like, oh, security ain't stop it. Oh, he ain't get kicked off the show. It ain't so much as address it. Every other fight that was happening, the gals going to go fight. Oh, Erica, everybody running in and getting addressed as a room. It's like, oh, it was a problem. There was at one point, there's so many fights breaking out because they intentionally stoking these fights to Zeus, that Erica in the room and they addressing all these different fights and who in trouble and who to blame for this. It doesn't even get mentioned. It doesn't even get acknowledged by Erica, anybody. He beating the shit out of a trans woman. And ain't no niggas, ain't nobody fucking jumping in, nothing. But one boy, I mean, coonery and buffoonery, some Willy Wonka nut ass costume there. He like does at least try to say like, hey, like you don't feel bad beating on a girl / a trans, like, and then when I tell you Aaron the plumber literally just turned, like ignore him, like wouldn't acknowledge it. Every time somebody acknowledges violent misogyny, this man won't even acknowledge it. And the problem is, even this Willy Wonka character who better than the rest, they at least acknowledge like you beating on a trans woman, like this is wrong, like this is wrong. Still, the minute that man wasn't into it, he not only backed down, he turned into a fucking yes man, like going to go get him some apple juice and oh dude and oh you friends or whatever, like, and they so scared of this big fucking nigga go fucking beat on them, they ain't saying that in. And like, I didn't even get to the fact that Erica them just as ignorant, like, oh, you got breasts and a dick. Oh, that's weird. I don't know what all you got going on. Like, oh, I'm gonna call you cat dog and call that woman cat dog. The kind of degradatory shit they is do to trans people on this show.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I meow, you bark.
Not on this show, on this network. They bring them to be not only like props and jokes, but like she was physically in danger. And you know what kind of normalization this is that says, hey, if he punched a cis woman, if he beat on a cis woman, there's absolutely no motherfucking way. You know what? Actually, Zeus so fucking beyond me that maybe they would fucking show it or let it happen or I don't know. But because the niggas in the show is very much so fucking threatening the women. Oh, this is the next thing. Oh, XYZ. But you know what it is? What they saying? Like what it it is they're communicating and what they're normalizing to their audience of millions of people that watch this fucking slop trash, that you could fucking beat on trans women, that is okay. Like, you needed to understand that he had been, that's what it is for violent misogyny to feel like it has an outlet that's acceptable. Like, you could tell this is a man. Like, when I tell you he was fighting niggas, fighting anybody could fight in this house. At one point in time, he go start a fight with this fine ass nigga who was a porn star who's unfortunately since passed away. He go start a fight with that fine ass nigga, and that fine ass nigga beat the fucking dog shit out of him. And at which point this nigga crying, he's so upset, trying to like get him to fight him again because he feels so ashamed. I'm telling you, he fucking punching anybody he can. He threatening niggas, and you could tell like, you are a man who feels so fucking insecure in the real world. You feel so small. You feel so insecure. The only thing you feel like you have is your muscles and your abs. You just in the gym hoping that if I get muscly enough, if I get big enough, the bitches gonna want me, the niggas gonna respect me, life gonna move like this. And when you see that ain't the case, like that creates this kind of like violent fucking rage welling up in this nigga, and he can't fucking wait. Like, because in the real world you can't just go fucking swing on niggas, you'll go to jail. But he in Zeus, an environment that says that's what to do. And when I tell you, they like truly like incentivizing this, because this man, he's starting fights with women, he cursing women like dogs, he threatening women, he beat the fuck out of trans women, he got in a fight with like 3 different other niggas, he doing all kind of shit. And Erica not only kept him at the award ceremony, they give this nigga his fucking chain first. She keep him first. So what you're saying, the message you communicating to him and to Americans, to everybody watching this garbage, as like, this is behavior to be rewarded. She's like, oh, he's a man, I feel like, oh, he in my corner, blah 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 blah. A man beating the shit out of a trans woman. I have a video that's really important that you should watch if you're really interested in this topic on my main channel, Illuminati, called How Transphobia Hurts Black Women. But the kind of violence and what the numbers are on trans women, especially black trans women's lifespan. Black trans women on average are living in their 30s. Maybe they're being killed on a regular basis. They're being beaten to fucking death. And it's just not new. This is historical and it's pervasive and it continues because of men exactly like this. Men like what you seeing from Aaron the Plumber on this show, what you seen from Benzino in real life, and all these different men who are attracted to trans women, but they are so terrified by what the larger society and the larger community will think about them and their masculinity because they're attracted to trans women, that they go and they not only go and then retroactively put these women in, you want them to keep up a secret for you. You want them to hide something for you because he knew that Bria was trans and he did that. But once everybody else, like OPP panicked, like, oh, let me go talk to Bria, because now you want to go and try and convince this trans woman to pretend that never existed. That's what it was, because they ashamed of what the fuck they done do, and they scared because we have, and it's a larger thing. It's not just like these misogynistic and transphobic men and all this violence exists in a vacuum. They just wake up and it's like, oh, I just specifically hate trans women, or they don't just hate themselves for being attracted to trans women. It's what it's connected to. It's the larger structure that tells men that masculinity can only be this kind of way. To be a man, to be respected, to be worthy of any kind of status or respect in our society means that you have to perform masculinity like this. You're supposed to like this, you're supposed to like that. And if you to like a trans woman, oh, that means you queer, that means you gay, that means you soft, that means you all these different things that makes these niggas so scared because of the importance we play on this performance of masculinity, that they lash out with violence. They lash out with violence. And so that's what you see from these niggas. And moreover, not only do they do this, not only do they lash out with violence, not only do they kill and they beat trans women to death, but they spin the narrative into one that the society somehow co-signs that, oh, well, this is trans women's fault, or because they not telling them, or they deceiving them. When that's not the truth. That's not the truth. They're going after these trans women. They're attracted to these trans women. They know that they're trans. And they're ashamed of themselves. And so they go and hurt these women in order to cover this up about themselves. I say all this to say, Zeus is a fucking abomination. Like, it really is an abomination that quite literally is a net negative on our community. This ain't just like love and hip hop. Will happen to be some niggas that may be of the ghetto with regular stuff. They doing their music. There's some cheating going on. There's some love triangles. There's some ain't shit niggas. Some just fairly regular degular stuff. I never realized what a big difference it makes having the fights not in it. Like Love and Hip Hop, VH1 being there to tell them, oh, stop fighting, or you gotta get kicked off the show if you carry on too bad. We're not gonna show the fight, it's gonna be. I didn't realize just what a big difference that makes, not only by comparison to a show where you could see the fights, but a show or a network that is the fighting is the thing. I got the Zeus subscription, and the first thing you see, the banner is literally a fight, blurry, like they are incentivizing it. It feel like the BET skit in the Boondocks, except so much fucking worse, my nigga. Like,
The destruction of black people is not happening fast enough.
and like I say, I am not usually one to clutch my pearls and throw my hands up about how this is destroying our community, it's making our people look bad and XYZ and yada 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 yada. But yeah, and also the choice, the deliberate choice to hone in on trans people as something that you were gonna represent in all of your shows for this reason is egregious. It is intentional. It is dangerous, and it's wicked. It's some wicked shit. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, it's your lucky day because you just found it on one of 7 channels inside my Olurinati-verse. Subscribe to Olurinati, my flagship channel, where you'll find my magnum opuses like If Pretty is a Privilege, Ugly is a Curse, How This Didn't Age Well Destroyed Media Literacy, How Men Become Aziz Ansari, and more. Subscribe to Olurinati Pop for my TV and film essays on shows like How I Met Your Mother, Sex and the City, Desperate Housewives, You, Euphoria, Insecure, and so many more. You can also join Olurinati Pop on Patreon to watch all of my YouTube videos uncensored. Subscribe to Olurinati Bites for short, serious, and nuanced commentary on whatever the internet is spiraling about. Subscribe to Olay and Chill if you're trying to laugh and chill while unpacking the latest TikTok chaos. Subscribe to Olurinati Politics for sharp breakdowns of the political moments shaping our lives right now. Subscribe to Olurinati Extras for music commentary and industry deep dives. Subscribe to Olay and Friends to watch your favorite Black thinkers and creators dissect the culture. Subscribe to any or all the channels in the Olurinati-verse that speak to you, and I'll see you there. And you can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Blue Sky at Olurinati. And you can also follow Olurinati Pop and Olay and Chill on Instagram and TikTok so you never miss a thing.